What is up, guys? We are back with the third weekly members pool gameplay. Thank you so much to all my channel members for all of your support, and thank you so much for everyone who voted. So I listed the next four heroes, that came out in Marvel Champions, and Doctor Strange and Hulk were leading the poll for a very long time. It was neck and neck, and then on the on the final day, Hawkeye shot up out of nowhere, and you guys voted for me to play a Hawkeye here. So we are playing Hawkeye here, and for villains, you guys voted for the Thunderbolts here. And shout out to Scar Gwine, who will let me know that Hawkeye used to be a Thunderbolt himself. I didn't know that. I don't really follow as much shoe lore as I should. But yeah, Hawkeye was a Thunderbolt, so he's gonna be facing on his former friends here, and facing Season V here against the Thunderbolts on expert mode. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone, and let's go ahead and get this scenario set up here. Let's go through the deck breakdown really quick. So we are playing an Aggression Hawkeye deck. It's my first time playing him in Aggression, and we have the hand cannon here. So he has his bow. We're giving him some guns as well. He has a combat training to increase his attack. We have some allies, Sunfire, Psylocke, Grand War, just to really help Hawkeye thwart. Zero cost ally can thwart for 2 is really good for Hawkeye. And we also have Sharpshooter, because Hawkeye has range with his air events. Endurance to gain some extra life. 2 copies of Tenacity here to give us some extra readies on the main if we ever need it. Not the best card, but it might work out with Hawkeye to give us some extra oomph, like that burst damage. Professor X, we have a mainly basic deck here with Gambit, Nick Fury Sr., Mockingbird. Oh, wait. Okay, just kidding. I cannot include Mockingbird. Let's just take her out right now. Because Hawkeye has a Mockingbird identity-specific ally right here. So since they both have the unique trait and they're both Bobby Morse, we can't have both of them. So we took that out. I believe we still have a 40-card deck without that. Let's finish going through the allies here. So Ironheart, Nick Fury, Deadpool, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, couldn't carry Avengers Mansion, Helicarrier, 2 copies of the Power in All of Us, the 3 basic doubles, and build support here. Let's count this real quick. So we should have 25 cards here and the 15 identity-specific cards. So let's make sure we got that. We got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, perfect. All right, so even taking out Mockingbird there, we're able to make it into the 40-card deck minimum. So I think we're good to go. Okay, let's go and shuffle up our player deck here, and let's go ahead and get Citizen V and the Thunderbolt set up here for the scenario. So let's see, we have side B here because we drew in expert mode, and then for setup, we choose 1 module set plus 1 per player additional 1, so just 1 more with an elite Thunderbolt minion. So we have Black Widow here and Moonstone as our 2 elite Thunderbolt minions, and we shuffle all their module sets into the encounter deck, and then we already have that done. And then we review the Justice Like Lightning environment here. So we have this right here. We review, each player reviews a random set aside Thunderbolt minion, and then review and attach the remaining set aside Thunderbolt minion here. In expert mode, each of these minions gain a tough status card and flip this card over. Okay, so we're gonna do some more shuffling later on just to make sure the deck is clean shuffle. So we're gonna shuffle up these 2 minions here, and then 1 random one will go over to the Justice Like Lightning. So let's just shuffle up, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so it's gonna be this one here on Justice Like Lightning, Moonstone, and then Black Widow will be engaged with us. Since we're doing expert mode, they both will have a tough status card here. And then we're going to be right up here as Hawkeye. And we can advance the main scheme to stage 1B. Each Thunderbolt minion gains guard, so they both have guard. This one's not engaged with us though currently, only Black Widow is engaged with us. As a force response, after a player attacks a Thunderbolt minion, if we attack Moonstone, that minion engages that player. If this is complete, we lose the game, so if it hits 11, we lose. Starts with 1 per player threat, goes up by 1 per turn. All right, and then Citizen V here says he cannot be defeated unless there's at least 1 Thunderbolt minion individually displayed. So we have to defeat at least 1 of these guys if we want to defeat Citizen V. As a force disrupt, whenever he would activate against you during step 2 of the villain phase, if you're engaged with the Thunderbolt minion, which we currently are, then Citizen V does not activate any Hue 6 damage instead. So he's gonna keep on healing unless we can, not be engaged with the Thunderbolt minion whenever he's activating against us. And then let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. I already shuffled this off screen, but we'll do some more here on screen. All right, I think that's good. And let's shuffle our player deck a little bit more here just to make sure we get all of our basic doubles separated, because I really want to get a double resource here on turn 1 with Hawkeye. His economy is not the best, so we can get a resource generator out on turn 1. It would be really, really good. But we probably also want an ally to help us block as well. Let's shuffle up. Yeah, I'm excited to try some Hawkeye aggression here. Hopefully it goes well. We want to build out our attack, and we want to defeat these Thunderbolt minions in 1 go so they don't heal. Oh, I forgot to flip Justice Like Lightning. So right here with the environment, we're going to flip over to Thunderbolt backup. So the minion attached to here is currently in play, and it can be targeted by attacks and abilities. It's just not engaged with any player. Force interrupt whenever the round ends. We attach the Thunderbolt minion with the most damage here, swapping it with the minion that's already attached here, if any. And then we heal 1 damage from the attachment. In extra mode, we heal an additional 1 damage and give a tough stats card. So basically, since we're doing extra mode at every single end of the villain phase, we're gonna swap the Thunderbolt minion, put the one that has the most damage on Thunderbolt backup. It's gonna heal 2 damage and also get a tough stats card. All right, I think we're all set there. Let's go ahead and drop to our hands here of 6 and Alter Ego and do our mulligans. So we got the bow, as a matter. Oh, we got the double. Okay, all right, we got the double here. So that's all I can ask for with the resource generator. And we got 2 doubles and the helicarrier. Okay, so let me see here. Oh man, I have to throw away for the Hawkeye's bow. I can get it back with my Alter Ego ability here. So let's see, if I play the helicarrier and then I play into Professor X, I can throw this as a resource to get the bow back. X will give me a confuse or a stun on Black Widow. I think I confuse his in V, and then no, that won't work. Oh man, X works differently here, right? So if X, he can confuse the villain, stun a minion, or ready an X-Men character. If he confuses in V, and then so if he's confuses in V, and then we flip down to Alter Ego, since we're engaged with the minion, the force interrupt or the confuse will happen first, and then Citizen V will still won't scheme, or he'll get rid of the confuse, and then Thunderbolt minion will still scheme on us, which is bad. So either way, we're gonna get a scheme activation. So he's not as good here. I could just take the stun on the minion, but I can have him chump block anyways. I think I still just confuse Citizen V in case he pulls an advance, because then he will scheme, and the confuse will be useful in that situation. We're gonna hold his hand because that's a pretty good hand. X store for 3 though. Yeah, I mean, as long as we get the helicarrier out right now, I think it's gonna be pretty good. So let's go ahead and use 3 resources right here, so I can play our helicarrier. Let's move our hit point dials over here. So 3 resources to play helicarrier. It's a 3 cost support. When exhaust it to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. Let's go ahead and do that. So X is now 2 cost. Let's use this as a double resource so we can play Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We're gonna pick the one to confuse the villain. So let's go ahead and confuse Citizen V here. All right. And then we're going to use our Alter Ego action here. Weapon of choice, spend a resource of any type right here. Search your deck and discard pile. So let's look at our discard pile here for Hawkeye's bow, and we can add it to our hand. So we get this to our hand here. 0 cost upgrade, let's go ahead and play it. So your hero gets +1 attack, and each of your arrow attacks gain ranged. So only our arrow attacks have ranged. All right, and then we're going to flip up to hero form here. And we have 3 attack. There's nothing really to do though. She has retaliate. Oof. That's not good. Okay, let's go ahead and thwart for 3 here. Clear that off. X will take contour damage. And hey guys, it's Sesame. Let me grab her before she jumps on the table. Okay, so I don't know what to do here because if I take retaliate, it's not gonna be good. Hawkeye, does he just does nothing? Because if I knock out the tough, I mean, I probably want to flip her over. And I could just attack Citizen V. No, they have guard anyways. Yeah, let's just end our turn. Yeah, we're just gonna ready back up in our turn. Not the best turn there. We'll draw back up to 5, but at least we got the helicarrier down and the bow down, which is all I can ask for. All right. Okay. It is Citizen V's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main scheme. He is going to attack us, but since he's engaged with our, or since we are engaged with our minion, he's gonna heal 6 instead. He's already at full life, so he doesn't heal anything, and then he doesn't activate. So now Black Widow is going to attack us with a base of 1. She has villainous, so she gets a boost card here. And then as a first one, after she schemes, we search and counter and discard pile for a copy of Handspring, but she's not scheming. We're going to exhaust Professor X to defend attack, and with a base of 1, plus a boost card here of 1, and the boost effect is you are confused, so that's not good. If you're already confused, place 1 card in the main scheme. Okay, so just 2 damage, knocks out Professor X here, and Hawkeye gets confused. Alright, then we're going to get dealt 1 face down encounter card, which is Criminal Past. You may flip to Alter Ego form. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we can exhaust ourselves. So let's exhaust to remove this card from the game. Okay, so that's gone. All right, then at the end of the villain phase, we can switch them because they both don't have any damage, so it doesn't really matter. So we can choose if we want to switch them or not. So let's go ahead and switch it. Let's switch Moonstone and Black Widow because Black Widow has Retaliate, and I don't like that. All right, so now we got Moonstone here with the tough stats card. And after Moonstone activates, give her a tough stats card. All right, back over to our turn. So definitely just going to flip back up here. Do I want to just get Ironheart down and then play Endurance? Do I want to play any of these? Confuse an enemy and do 3 damage to it. So we could confuse Moonstone. Exhaust Hawkeye's bow, choose a play, do 3 damage to the villain and engage with you. Okay, let's just play Ironheart first. we will use the helicarrier to reduce the cost on this card that we play by 1. And then let's do a resource here. So we play Ironheart. When you play her from your hand, we can draw a card. So she's right up, and we're gonna draw a card here. Ooh, Quinn Carrier. If I play the Quinn Carrier, oh man, I could just play the Endurance here. I feel like getting the Quinn Carrier down would be so good. We're not really doing anything else. I can just get the Quinn Carrier out and flip up. Yeah, let's flip up here to hero form. We're already exhausted. We're going to use 3 resources here. Let's go and just play the Quinn Carrier down. So it's a 3 cost support. Play only if your identity has advantage rate, which you do have in your hero form. We'd exhaust Quinn Carrier to generate a wild resource. So we are getting built out here as Hawkeye. Ironheart will just throw for 1 or swing for 1, knock off the tough. No, she's going to get a tough back. Yeah, let's throw for 1, clear off the main. Ironheart will take a consequence damage, and we're going to end our turn. Let's ready back up all of our cards. All right, we're getting built out, so I'm feeling pretty good. Let's draw back up to 5. Okay, we got a basic double here for that tenacity. And ooh, we got an expert marksman here as well. So I can get built out even more here. And we can stun the enemy. Okay, it is villain's turn. They're gonna add 1 to the main. Citizen V is going to attack, but he heals 6 instead because we're engaged with Thunderbolt. Nothing happens. Moonstone's gonna hit us here with a base of 2. We're gonna defend with Ironheart. She gets a boost card, so 2 plus a boost because of the villainous, which is 2, so 4 damage, takes out Ironheart. And then after Moonstone activates, give her a tough stats because she already has 1, so nothing else happens. Ironheart is defeated. Then we're going to get dealt 1 phase down and counter card, and then counter phase, which is tap in. Engage the Thunderbolt minion with the least damage that is not engaged with you. So we engage Black Widow here. And then that minion activates against you. If no minion activates, Citizen V will activate. Okay, so Black Widow is going to attack us here, engaging us. So she's hitting with a base of 1. We're just going to take the attack. Here's a boost card, 2. So 3 damage. Brings us from 9 down to 6. And then, man, that hurt. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're down 6 life. Okay, and then at the end of the round, so now we're getting 2 Thunderbolt minions, but at the end of the round, we have to put 1 of them here. So let's put Black Widow back over here. Oh my goodness, we're down to 6 life. Okay, all right, it's back over to our turn. I really want to thwart, but I want to heal as well. This can stun enemy, so we could stun Moonstone. Let's see, if I play Tenacity, I could play the Hand Cannon. No, I think I don't play hand cannon here. I play expert marksman, and then play electric arrow and hold on to the hand cannon here. Okay, let's go ahead and use a basic double when paying for a basic card, so we can play tenacity here. So it's a 2 cost upgrade. We can spend a physical resource in his card to rev your hero. So we got them down. Now we're going to exhaust a helicarrier to reduce the cost on this card that we play by 1. So we can play expert marksman here for free. It's a 1 cost upgrade. We're going to exhaust this card to generate a wild resource for any arrow event. So let's go and do that. So generate a resource for arrow event. Quick arrow generate a 2nd resource. So we can play our electric arrow. Exhaust Hawkeye's bow. And then stun an enemy and do 3 damage to it. So when you do 3 damage to Moonstone, knocks off the tough. And then she gets stunned. So no actual damage, but they're going to be stunned at least. Alright, and then because we know how to block here. I want to flip down and heal. But I got to get confused on her, right? If I flip down and let's say she schemes. If we get a advance. No, wait, he's popping that. Confused the moment we flip down. We gotta stay up in hero form. Okay, yeah, let's end our turn when we ready back up. Yeah, so the thing is, if we flip down here, this confuse will go away the minute that he triggers that force interrupt. Because well, no, the confuse has priority over the force interrupt. So he would scheme first and then lose the confuse, and then that will happen before the force interrupt happens. Yeah, which because assassins have priority, which stinks. All right, so we're holding the hand cannon. Let's drop it up to 5 here. We are kind of in a scary situation. Okay. So if he's going to add 1 to the main, goes up to 2. He's going to attack us. He heals 6 instead because we're engaged with Thunderbolt minion. And then Moonstone's going to attack us. She is stunned. She does not get a tough stats card now because she never activated. We get 1 face down counter card, which is an assault. Wait, did I activate with Hawkeye? Sorry, guys. Was I ready up? Oh man, I should have got rid of my confuse. I don't remember. All right, it's fine. Assault says the villain attacks you, so Citizen V is gonna hit us here with a base of 2. We're just gonna take it. There's no way it's a 4 booster, I think. So hitting with a base. Wait. When he would activate against you only during step 2 of place. So this is step 3, so it's fine. He's actually gonna attack us here. And with a base of 2, gets a boost of 3, 5 damage. Brings Hawkeye from 6 down to 1. Yeah. Okay, that is not great. Okay, it's back over to our turn. Let's see what we can do here. For sure I'm playing Grant Ward. Can you help us thwart? Oh, and then at the end of the villain phase, we're not going to swap them because they both don't have any damage. Even though she doesn't have a tough stats card, they both don't have damage, so we don't have to swap them. I think I'm going to hold on to this card right here. There's no point dealing damage here because they're just going to heal it up. If I stun Citizen V, that doesn't really do anything for me either. I just need to flip down and heal. If I play this, I could play Arrow Vet for free. I might as well just play one of them. Probably play the Vibranium Arrow here and do some damage to Moonstone. Any point in stunning Moonstone? No, because Moonstone won't be engaging me anymore if I stun them. Let's go ahead and just exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card we play by 1. Queen Carrier generates a wild resource, so we can play our hand cannon. It's a 2-cost upgrade. Whenever we make a basic attack, when exhausted, we get +2 for attack and against overkill. So we could be swinging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus this is going to be 13 damage on Moonstone. Does not kill her though. So, wait. And if I ready up though, can I kill Moonstone here in one go? With Tenacity? Let's plan this out one more time. So if I swing here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then swing again for 1, 2, 3, that's 8 damage. Plus this is going to be 14. Plus Grant War for 2. Yeah, we're going to take out Moonstone here. I think we have it. Okay, so let's go ahead and play Grant Ward. So this is a 0-cost ally. He cannot defend though. After you reveal a treachery, you may spend a mental resource if you don't take damage equal to Grant Ward's attack and then remove it from the game. And we can flip down, we can pop this Confuse with the scheme activation because it won't be engaged with Thunderbolt. Okay, that is really good. All right. This worked out perfectly, I think. Let's go ahead and exhaust extra marksman to generate a wild resource for an arrow event. This will be another resource, so we can play Vibranium Arrow. Here, actually exhaust Hawkeye's bow. Deal 6 damage to enemy, the attack gains piercing. So 6 damage on Moonstone. Let's put some damage on her. Okay. Then we're going to exhaust Hawkeye. We're going to swing for 1, 2, 3 with our bow. Exhaust the hand cannon, hand cannon comes in with 3 charge counters. So we can exhaust it right now and remove a charge counter to get +2 for our basic attack. So now we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on Moonstone. So total of 11 damage on Moonstone. Then we're going to have Grant Ward swing for 2 on Moonstone. So total of 13 damage. Grant Ward will take a consequential. So 3 life left on Moonstone. No retaliate or anything. We can exhaust Tenacity. Wait, do we exhaust? No, it says spend a physical. I don't need to put it ready. Spend a physical resource. Declare the wild hero to be a physical, and discard the Tenacity so we can ready up your hero. So now Hawkeye's gonna be ready back up. We're going to exhaust, swing for 3 with our bow. Take out Moonstone here. So Moonstone is defeated. Moonstone will go into the victory display. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and then we're not engaged with Thunderbolt Minion anymore. So that is really good. And then we're gonna flip down here to Alter Ego. And we're gonna end our turn. Let's right back up. Hopefully we don't get exhausted because we need to heal. Because our life is dire right now. Alright. And then let's draw back up to our hands tier 6. So hand cannon giving us that damage that we needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tenacity there again. Okay, I'm liking the Tenacity here a lot. Alright, it is Citizen V's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Then he's going to scheme. So it says here, when Citizen V activates against you during step 2 of the villain phase, if you're not engaged with Thunderbolt Minion, it doesn't matter because he's going to scheme, but he is confused anyways. So he just pops his confuse. And then he actually would activate if he wasn't confused because we're not engaged with Thunderbolt Minion. So now no minions activate. Then we get dealt 1 face down encounter card, which is Master Plan. Place 4 on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes, we discard from the encounter deck until we get a side scheme. And then we reveal that side scheme. Okay, so we got Rumbling Thunder. One of you, each player engages each minion, engage with the player clockwise from them. So there's another player, so we don't engage any minion, but this does have an acceleration with 3 threat on here. Alright, then at the end of the round, the Thunderbolt minion right here, if there's any Thunderbolt minions in play, it will go attach to Thunderbolt backup. The Black Widow is already there, so we're done with that. Okay, so that burst to defeat that Thunderbolt minion really came in clutch here. Okay, so we survived. It's back over to our turn. If we kill Citizen B here, there's no guard minion, and then we win. Can we do 16 damage right now in 1 turn? I definitely don't have it, I think, right? Because we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus another 3 here. That's 9 damage. Oh, wait, did we get a treachery? We got a treachery with Grant War. Okay, so really quick, with this force response, we got Master Plans of Treachery. After you review treachery, you may spend a mental resource. We have to. Exhaust Quicker, generate water, declare to be mental. If we don't, with the take damage equal to its attack, which kills us, and remove it from the game. So we are able to do that, so now we can keep him in play. Fortunately, okay. Okay, so Great Ward is still alive here. Okay, so let's plan out our damage here. Can I do 16 damage this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 8, 10. We have 10 damage on the table if we play Tenacity. And then we have no, yeah, that's not going to work because we don't have any more damage. Um, I think I kind of want to play Psylocke and then just stay in Ultra Eagle here. I should have Mockingbird. If I Widow Season V down, Mockingbird could be really, really good here. Let's see. I don't need to play my extra marksman because I'm ready to go for the kill. I'm gonna keep this confused on me. I don't need to do anything about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and flip up here to hero form. Wait. Should I heal? You know what? Let's heal. We're gonna exhaust heal by 3 in case we get something weird that like just kills us. So we're just heal by 3, go up to 4 life. Then we're gonna flip up here to hero form. We have a lot of damage on the table. And then I want to get Tenacity down. I think I want to get Mockingbird down. Is that even? Yeah, it's pretty even. Okay, so we're just exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost next turn play by 1. Psylocke is a resource, so we can play Tenacity back down. 2 cost upgrade that we can use on the main to spend a physical resource, and then discard it to ready back up. Then we're going to use 3 resources here. Let's play Mockingbird. So it's a 3 cost ally. When the villain initiates attack against you, we can spend 1 resource of any type and return Mockingbird to your hand and prevent all the damage from the attack. So yeah, we could do that, which I think I probably will actually. Actually, I'm pretty scared right now. We have 4, so if it gets another activation, we may die. Okay, and then let's do Grant Ward. Will thwart for 2 from here. He'll take a consequential damage. 2 damage. Mockingbird's going to swing for 2 on Citizen V, brings it from 16 down to 14. Because no guard minion in play, she will take a consequential. And then, oh man, this is kind of scary. So he won't heal, he's going to activate. I have to trigger Mockingbird's effect. If it gets into an activation, we may just die. That's fine. Okay, let's end our turn. We're going to ready back up. I wish I had another ally here to block, because Grant Ward can't block. We're going to drop back up to 5, and hopefully Citizen V does not pull another activation. And we should have to kill her with the Vibranium Arrow, if we can just stick this. Okay, Citizen V's turn, he's going to add 2 to make his acceleration, so it goes up to 3 threat out of 11. He's going to attack us. We're going to trigger Mockingbird's effect. When the villain initiates an attack against you, he's initiating an attack right now. We can spend 1 resource of any type to return Mockingbird to your hand and prevent all damage from the attack. It has to be when it initiates, so we can't see the damage first. That's fine. So let's exhaust the Quinn Carrier, and then we're going to spend a resource of any. That's the resource of any type. Return Mockingbird to your hand and prevent all the damage from the attack. Okay, so here is the boost. He's hitting us for 2 plus 1, so 3 damage. We prevent all the damage. I should have just taken it because we would have lived, but there's no way for us to see it. Okay, so we did that. Prevent the damage. We're not engaged with the Thunderbolt minion, so he actually attacks us, and then we prevent it all. And then no minions engaged with us, so now we get 1 phase on a counter card. Come on, not an assault. We got Handspring. Attach to Black Widow, otherwise attach to villain, so it just goes on Black Widow here, which is perfect. For response, when attached enemy would take damage from an attack, deal that damage to the attacking character instead, and discard this card. That's fine, because she does not have guard, or she does have guard, but we're not engaged with her, so there's nothing guarding the minion here, or the villain, I mean. At the end of the villain phase, Black Widow stays here. She heals 2, gets a tough stats card. That's fine, because if we defeat him and there's at least 1 Thunderbolt minion in victory display, we win, and there is 1 Thunderbolt minion right here, Moonstone, in the victory display. So it's back over to our turn, and we can go for the kill here. Do we get treachery? No, that's not treachery, so Grant Ward actually stays alive here. Grant Ward putting in tons of work. Let me think. Do I play the Vibranium Arrow? Yeah, let's go ahead and exhaust. I want a sharpshooter, right? Let's exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that I play that one. This would be a resource, so it can play sharpshooter. The 2 cost upgrade. Max 1 per play. When you make a ranged attack, we discard top card of your deck. The attack deals 1 damage to each resource icon on that card. So our basic attacks are not ranged, but our arrow attacks gain range, right? So let's go ahead and exhaust Expert Marksman to generate a wild resource for an arrow event. This would be a second resource here, so we can play our arrow event in the Vibranium Arrow. Here, Ash attack, exhaust Hawkeye's bow, do 6 damage to enemies, attack gains piercing. So that would bring Citizen V from 14 down to 8. And then with Sharpshooter, it's a range attack, so we discard top card of our deck. And then there's 1 resource icon, so we do 1 additional damage for that attack. So it brings them down to 7. And I forgot, actually, since we had range, we could have attacked Black Widow with our air events and avoid her retaliate. But not our basic attacks don't have range. Okay, so we did that. And then we're going to have Grant Ward swing for 2 on Citizen B. Brings him from 7 down to 5. Grant Ward take a consequential damage. He's going to get defeated here. Taking that consequential. So he's gone. Put in great work for us. And a Hawkeye here is going to exhaust. We're going to swing for 1, 2, 3 with the bow. Exhaust a hand cannon. Remove a counter to get 2 more. So we're going to do 5 damage on Citizen B. Brings from 5 all the way down to 0. All right. And then we had a little bit of overkill damage as well. So we can also, for Tenacity, spend a physical resource right here. Declare the Wild and Mockingbird to be a physical. Discard the Tenacity. And then we can ready back up here for Hawkeye. And we can swing for another 3 damage on Citizen V, overkilling him for being the leader of the Thunderbolts here. All right, that was a quick, fun, short game here playing Aggression Hawkeye, dealing tons of damage. We're able to burst down Moonstone there, which was a lot of fun. And since she was individually slayed, we were able to defeat Citizen V here when we bring him down 0. All right, I hope you guys all enjoyed this gameplay. Thank you so much once again to all channel members for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week for the next members gameplay, and I'll have the poll up here after this video. Thank you guys.